you look at what is happening on our schools these days, is becoming so alarming. The other time, it was previously the current news we used to hear was about students bullying their fellow students. But these days, the current news these days is teachers flogging the students, flogging a child. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is me. The other day, it was a teacher flogging a 19-month-old child to death. Then yesterday again, another news that came up again was a teacher flogging a 2 years old child mercilessly. I mean, what is happening? How can a teacher be so heartless? What do we even know about being a teacher? What makes you a teacher? I can't imagine seeing my own child having that kind of mark all over her body just because I sent her to school. The other time, okay, this one said her life was spared. The one that happened in Delta State, the previous time, it was the child died later. For crying out loud, let our Nigerian school systems, let them employ qualified teachers. I believe any teacher that goes for teachers training wouldn't do such a thing. And there is one thing I believe so much. Previously, before someone could become a teacher, you will have passion for teaching. You will have passion for it. Let's go for what you have passion for doing. You must love these children, especially those small classes. Oh, if you are setting up a school, any class, any teacher that will handle those creche, KG, primary classes must be a mother. That person should be a mother who has gone through delivery and know what it is to deliver a child. A mother that has passed through child delivery, that know what it is, that when you see another person's child being hurt, it will touch you as a mother. These are the kind of people that are supposed to be put in these classes, and not just anyhow person. You can't just, okay, imagine the story of the one that happened in Delta State. It was the son of the proprietor or proprietress of the school that flogged the 19-month-old child to death. For God's sake, what is the boy doing there? What does he know? Probably this guy, I'm very, very sure, because of all the school is not even approved by the government. So I'm very, very sure the teachers they have there are not even qualified teachers. And probably this son of the proprietress of the school could have just graduated from secondary school. And you did not even see. Imagine that class is as in, it's not a class that you just bring out anybody to handle. This daycare or creche are supposed to be handled by a matured person. How could you on earth bring out a boy, a young guy who doesn't even know anything about motherhood or parents or parenthood, doesn't even know anything? You just bring out the guy from nowhere to come and handle a creche, and you see the result of it. Some of these schools should be closed down if they don't know what they are doing. You can't just open up a school. In fact, most of the schools that are being opened up these days, they are not running these schools because they have passion for it or they care about those children. What they are just after is what? Money, money, money. They are just after what will enter their pockets. No, they don't even care about the welfare of the teachers or even the welfare of the children. Before you open up a school, you should go through the processes involved. You yourself opening up a school should even go for teachers training and know what is involved. Okay, the one that happened yesterday, I saw via an interview the mother of the child, they were interviewing her. she said in fact what even annoyed me was that what annoyed me, the woman is patient enough. Honestly, if I'm the one on her shoe, I would have dealt with the teacher one on one. Imagine after the incident, the teacher never called to even ask after the child. The next time they saw, they met each other. What was the action of the teacher? That the child was touching her private parts. And so what? A child of 2 years old. The other one said no, she wasn't touching her private parts, that she was that she couldn't read ABCD. That was what happened. And so what? Is that how to treat her? Is that how to teach her? Is that how to correct her? And she didn't even show any remorse. She was even telling the woman to her face that she will still flog her again and again, that she will flog her under her foot where nobody will notice that she has flogged her, and the woman is there looking at her. The boyfriend of the girl that flogged her, did I not say it? The girl is not even married. She has not given birth to a child. The boyfriend was also sending threatening message to the woman that they are going to deal with her. In fact, well, I thank God the way government, I pray they will handle it very well, because we don't really trust our Nigerian government in some aspects. Sometimes they will come up to handle a case, before you know what is happening, they will sweep it under the floor. So, if I were to be that woman, I pray it will never be me. God, it will never be me, because nobody will do that to my own child. I would have dealt with her one on one. I would teach her how to enter that labor room and come out. I would teach her how to carry a child for 9 months, and after that, I would teach her how to pass through that 9 months journey. You can imagine the guts she has to even stand on her face to tell her that she will still flog her again and again. Me, in my presence, you are talking and I'm listening. Anyway, that's by the way. But what I'm trying to say is this: let our Nigerian school system change. Employ good teachers, qualified teachers, well-trained teachers. Let there be a particular teacher for a particular class. You don't just employ a child or a teenager in lower classes, especially those baby classes. I'm a mother. These children could be so annoying. Sometimes if you don't even hold yourself as a parent, you will injure them. But you, knowing the pain you pass through, I'm a teacher. I know what it is to handle these children, and it's not easy. But in fact, the teachers that are handling those baby classes, I give them kudos when I see good teachers, because it's not easy to tolerate them. It's not easy to handle them. That is why it needs a matured mother to be there. At least the person will have a heart of a mother to tolerate these children. Some teachers are just so mean that the way they bully these children is so disheartening. How can someone created by God who has a heart, in fact, is that person really mad? I'm very, very sure that person is mentally disdained. That person is having mental disorder. The person is not okay. Because I don't see the reason why somebody will flog a 19 months or a year, that's a year and 7 months child. Flogging him or her for what reason? These children at their age, their own is to play and eat. The only thing you do is to do what? Monitor them. My own child at home, I have a child, my baby, I have my little baby that is a year and 9 months. There was a day I met her picking Vaseline. I flogged my daughter very, very well, the big one. I flogged her. The reason is because she kept it carelessly. She kept it careless. Where she kept it, she went there. These children, you need to guide them. They play under the supervision of an adult. Then if they are in school, a child of a year and nine months or a child of 2 years old that couldn't read ABCD, for crying out loud, they are too small. Their brain is too tender. In as much as there are some other children that could catch up faster, but everybody is not created the same way. Some children, when they were very tender, they catch up easily, but when they come of age, they start catching up faster. While some children at a tender age catch up faster, but when they grow up, they are no longer the way they are. So I don't see the reason why these kind of things should be happening. Let our school system scrutinize the kind of teachers and also check the mental wellness of any teacher they are employing in their schools. You don't just employ a teacher because you need a teacher. Know the kind of teacher you are employing in your school. Monitor them. Monitor them. Some people are blaming the parents. What is a year and 19 month old child? I mean, what is a 19 month old child doing in school? What is 2 years old child doing in school? For crying out loud, the parents are working. We know Nigerian system. You need to support your husband. We don't sit down and do nothing. You send them to school, send them to this creche so that you go for your own work to get money. You don't just, if you fold your arms and sit at home because you want to take care of that child, my dear, who will give you? Nobody. So you don't blame the parents because maybe probably the parent is working, the mother is working. So if there is no one at home to stay with the child, then that is where the creche come in. Then what is the essence of opening up a creche? Creche are opened up for parents that could not stay at home with their children, that are working, so that they must bring their children to school. Even creche must not even be in a school. Creche must not even be inside the school. There are some people on their own, maybe they have passion for children. They could just organize in their neighborhood and start taking care of children, and people will start bringing children for them to take care of them until their mother comes back. If you open up a creche, you are automatically telling us that you have passion for children, and you have all it takes to take care of these children. These children are being put under your care until their mother or their parents return. That is what you are automatically telling us. So for you now to flog the child to death, even some schools, something happened. There was a time I was doing my, I think I was to do my teaching practice. Yeah, there was a time I was doing my teaching practice. So I was to do it in a particular government school, and they don't allow teachers to come in with their kids. So I went to a particular place that is very close to the school to start dropping the child. As I was making inquiries on where to drop the child, so someone told me that there's a place that they used to drop their child and all this stuff. So as I was coming out from there, I met a friend. She told me, what did you go there to do? I told her what I went there to do. She said I shouldn't try that. That these people, what they do is they will just want you, when you bring your child, some of them, not all, because I don't justify generally because of what one person or two are doing. Yeah. See, he said some of them used to give these children drug. They would just give them sleeping tablets, and they would doze off and sleep even without eating till their mother return. Then what is the essence of taking your child to a creche? If someone is not qualified to run a creche, let them stop it. Imagine giving a child sleeping tablet just because you don't want disturbance of the child, yet you collect money. You can see that they don't even have passion for taking care of these children. What they want is just a cash. They want the money. So my fellow mothers, before you take your child to any school, please request for the class teacher of that class you're putting your child. Make sure you know the teacher that is there, especially those ones in creche. If any teacher handling that class is not a mother, don't take the child there. Yes, I remember being in a particular school where there is a creche. There was This old woman, the woman is aged. The woman was the one in charge of that creche. Oh, I love that woman so much. Do you know what she used to do? In the afternoon, when I come out, because I was in the same school, teaching secondary. So when I come out, sometimes I will see the woman bathing my child when the weather is very hot. She will bring out my baby, bathe her and feed her. And likewise other children. She pets them, play with them. She has a motherly heart. I love her so much. But the moment she left the place, eh? So many parents took their children away. So make sure that anywhere you are taking your child to, know the kind of person that is handling it. Know the teacher that is in charge of that class. And the schools, let the owners of schools employ qualified teachers for a particular class. This creche, nursery and lower primaries, especially primary one, let there be a mother. Let the teachers there be a mother. Someone who has a motherly heart. Someone who has given birth and know the pains of motherhood. Let this kind of person be the person that be in this class. You don't just employ anybody and put in any class. Know the kind of class that befits everybody, anyone. Please, let all these things stop. Today this one die, tomorrow another person die. Please, let's be cautious. So at this junction, I will have to stop here to hear your own opinion. I want that comment section to be filled up. Let there be traffic there. Give me your own opinion. Two, what are the solutions? What are the advices you will give to your fellow mothers out there who are hustling, that has little kids that are still giving birth? What advice will you give to them and to the school owners and to everyone, so that all this nonsense will stop and it will not affect me because or you, because it could be anybody tomorrow. So I want to see your comments at that comment section. See you on our next video.